Hey guys, and welcome to the newest episode of Blu-ray Tuesday with Terrell, the Christmas edition, the first one. This is episode 22. Crazy, right? We're almost in the year 2022. And yeah, it's Christmas in a few days, so we're gonna get into some Christmas movies this week. So before we get into that, I want to talk about if you guys are gonna go see some movies this week or this weekend or whatever, go watch Spider-Man No Way Home. I didn't want to go home. That movie was great. That movie was like everything. It was like almost like Infinity War mixed in with like Endgame mixed in with Spider-Man. But anyways, I didn't really like Homecoming or what was the one after that? Far From Home. I wasn't a fan. But I mean, they were okay. You know, you watch them because they fit in with the whole like, you know, Marvel Cinematic Universe. But Marvel's newest feature film, Spider-Man No Way Home, and I don't want to spoil it too much because, you know, I'm sure most people probably already saw it. It came out last week. But there's a lot of cool Easter eggs, a lot of cool things that they incorporated that are coming in this new phase of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. You have characters from previous shows that popped up. So watch Hawkeye, because that incorporates into it as well. Great show. I think the finale is this week as well. Also Christmas themed. And yeah, like the ending was pretty intense. It's like, where does the story gonna go? Are they gonna write him out? Is he gonna go back to the whole Sony thing? Is Venom gonna pop up? Who knows? A lot of stuff happens. There's a lot of like, it's like a roller coaster of a movie. It has its ups, its downs, it's kind of sad, it's exciting. Like, let me tell you, it's pretty epic. I don't want to spoil it too much. I wish I could. Stay tuned for spoiler alert. Speaking of new movies, also coming out this week is The Matrix. The Matrix, the reboot slash fourth in the series. Speaking of that, I was on break recently and again, and this, you know, Mr. Candyman popped up again. It was so weird. I've been trying to flip and flop where I be on my breaks and he always manages to find me. Well, this time he came up asking if I'm gonna watch The Matrix. I'm like, oh yeah, hell yeah, I'm gonna watch The Matrix. You know, I'm always down to talk about movies. And he's like, oh, you didn't go last night? And I was like, last night? I didn't know. Okay, in the Castro Theater, they had a big premiere on the green carpet. Clever, right? The green carpet, and Keanu Reeves, Jada Pinkett, and all the actors and celebrities were on, and they went to go see the movie. So he was all telling me about it, how he had to have special tickets and all this. I'm like, oh wow, how did you get in of all people? But he's like, oh no, I was just on the sideline. And I was like, oh, okay, so I got a video. So I'm all waiting to see the video. I want to see Keanu Reeves. I wish I would have known. I would have tried to make my way there too. But he showed me the video. And you couldn't make anything out. Like, I don't know, he smelled like weed today, or that day when I seen him. So maybe he was high? I don't know. But yeah, he showed me the video and it was like up and down, like in and out. Like, he has a brand new phone. He has the iPhone 13 Pro Max. He had a point to mention it when he showed me the camera. In the video, you couldn't really see, but you could see like heads walking and you see like a crowd and you see, I saw his hair. You know, Keanu Reeves has that hair, like the John Wick hair. I saw that, which is kind of cool. So I got to kind of see Keanu Reeves, kind of. But he was in our vicinity. He breathed the same air as we did, which is kind of cool. But yeah, it was pretty weird. And he started rambling on about how he wanted the Jordans that came out recently, which is hard to get. We tried to get that. Those are hard to get. Spoiler, if my brother watches this, we tried to get those shoes for you. But no, those shoes were hard to get. Those new retro Jordans. But yeah, he tried to get them too. You know, you gotta go through a raffle and shit. That shit's crazy. It was like a PS5 all over again. But yeah, that was that. It was really weird. Anyways, The Matrix drops. I'm looking forward to that. The red carpet was in San Francisco. They need to do more red carpets. You know, LA gets all the fun. But yeah, let's get into this week's releases. All right, so first up for this week, I picked up Fortress. I don't know if this is a remake of a previous film. I've heard this a couple times that Fortress was a movie that was made already. It's called Fortress. This prison has no bars is the tagline. But it's starring the newest dynamic duo, Chad Michael Murray and Bruce Willis. It's 22 episodes, and I think like 5 of them I've talked about a movie with them both in it. So this is like the 4th or 5th film with them both starring alongside each other. And I don't think any of them are connected. They're just like the stars of like the indie Lionsgate Pictures action film, straight to Blu-ray and DVD. This is a blind buy. If you do want to get this film, it's at Target. They have a 15% off Target Circle discount. Save a couple coins on it. And yeah, it has a cool little slipcover. And yeah, it'd be cool to marathon these 5 films with these 2 action stars. All right, so that's Fortress. All right, next up for this week, we were talking about Matrix earlier, but I grabbed this on Amazon, under $20. It was so great. It's a 4K release, has 9 discs, loads of bonus features, and it's great, you know, revisit these before the new film that hits HBO Max this week and in theaters, which is probably better in theaters, but it does hit HBO Max if you don't want to, like, you know, leave your home. You know that Omarion variant is out, so, you know, you can watch it at home. So yeah, the Matrix Trilogy, this has loads of bonus features, has some cool covers on each movie here, but it has the original trilogy in 4K, and yeah, you could get caught up for the new one. All right, added that to the collection. All right, next up is the biggest release for this week. It was kind of a light week. I picked up No Time to Die, the last 007 feature film starring Daniel Craig. I love the originals. I love Casino Royale. That was, I think, the first one he did. That was great. And this is the newest one. I missed it in theaters, and I'm super looking forward to catching this out. This one is from Target. This is a Target exclusive. It comes in an awesome little slip box, and it was like a book. It has like a miniature book. I don't know what is in this book. I didn't open it yet. But yeah, this is a Target exclusive. It's a cool little, yeah, packaging. Love it. It's loads of bonus features, a lot of featurettes and commentaries and things like that. And I also picked up, as the impulse, is the 4K one, because you got to watch the 4K one, but me wanting the Target exclusive for collector purposes, I might even take this regular Blu-ray out and put this in it, which might be cool. It'll be like an ultimate exclusive. But yeah, the 4K release, I can't wait to watch this. And yeah, Daniel Craig is awesome. 007, Bond. All right, great stocking stuffer stuff, guys. All right, so that's it for this new releases for this week that I added to the collection. So the second half of this, I do want to talk about some Christmas horror. A couple of them that aren't really like, you know, ones like Silent Night, Deadly Night, Black Christmas, you know, the ones that everyone knows about. So I want to talk about a few that maybe you haven't heard of, and maybe you could check them out. All right, first up, I want to talk about Dismembering Christmas. This is from Slasher Studios, and this is like a slasher nod to like the 80s. I had to revisit it again before we did this, but yeah, this film is about like a group of college kids going to a cabin for like the holidays, and they all start dying one by one. It has some cool kills. Acting is like subpar, give it like a 5 out of 10. And yeah, there's like this huge twist, but me rewatching it, I'm like, oh God, you see this in the first 15 minutes. Like this, I don't want to spoil it too much, you know, I'm known for that, but Dismembering Christmas, I wish it was a bit more gore, a bit more camp maybe that made it a bit more fun, because there's a lot of moments that did drag. But yeah, I love the whodunits and try to figure out who the killer is. These people are starting dying one by one. They aren't really likable characters, so I don't really care. So yeah, Dismembering Christmas. I think it's fun. He also did Don't Go to the Reunion, which is also a fun slasher if you want to check those out. And also check out Tubi, because a lot of these I'm talking about today are on there. So if you can't, you know, grab a copy of the Blu-ray and or DVD, check out Tubi. A lot of these are there for free. But yeah, physical media is where it's at. All right, next up is Ugly Sweater Party. This came out a few years ago, and the Instagram for this is still live and well. This movie came out maybe like close to 5 years ago, and they've been doing it. They've been talking with their fans. They commented on my latest post, and they're just on it. The movie is fun, I will say, if you watch with a group of friends, have some drinks, and just entertain yourself and watch it. It's a lot of weird CGI things, little blue mans that are supposed to be holograms. You got like laser beams. It's crazy. You have a lot of gore, a lot of kills, a lot of sex, a lot of jokes. They may not all land, but they're here. It also stars Felissa Rose, which is awesome, from Sleepaway Camp Films. And yeah, it's about a Christmas sweater that passes along. I guess someone who wore it killed someone, and they died, and I guess their spirit is in this sweater, so if you wear it, you turn into this demon-like thing. It's very Sleepaway Camp mixed in with a bunch of other stuff. A bunch of people are at a camp here and for the holidays, and yeah, I don't know. Christmas Sweater Party, I thought it was okay. I give it, how would I rate this out of 5? I'd give it like a 3. It's like meat in the middle, but I had fun with it. If I were to watch it with a group of people, which I did not, I watched it by myself, I probably would like this a lot more. It is kind of fun in that sense, but yeah. Ugly Sweater Party, it's kind of cool. You know, me and my ugly sweater, or maybe not so ugly. Patrick's cool. But yeah, Ugly Sweater Party, check that one out. Follow their Instagram, they're really fun, they really interact, and yeah, they follow back. All right, next up is Dee Wallace's Red Christmas. This one surprised me. Me and the Overlook family watched this. I watched this a few times actually, and this one is really good. I had a lot of fun with this movie. It's about like a long lost kid, I guess, who's like very like cloaked over and like disfigured, I guess, but you don't really see that at the beginning. And he arrives on the doorstep of this dysfunctional family, and I guess they're all just like, who is this fucker? And then he just kills everybody. It's great. I would check this out. You got Dee Wallace, who's a badass. You know, Laurie Strode. I'm sorry, Jamie Lee Curtis could never. But no, I love them both. But yeah, Dee Wallace did great in this movie. I had a lot of fun with this. Yeah, check this one out. Red Christmas is one of the better ones that I've talked about so far. Yeah, I'd highly recommend this. I give this like a 4.5 out of 5. Red Christmas. Also on Tubi. Check it out. All right, moving on to another slasher, All Through the House, starring Jessica Cameron. You know, she has her Drew Barrymore moment in this film. Shout out to Jessica, she's awesome. Yeah, this is All Through the House. This is about a slasher. Isn't he? He's generally scary. I don't know if you can see this, but his mask creeped me out when I watched it. This one has some cool kills all through the house. It's like a guy dressed up as Santa, butchering bitches. It's really fun, and yeah, I'd highly recommend this, especially for the kills. And yeah, if you know who Jessica Cameron is and a lot of indie horror films, and yeah, she's like the opening kill in this. I know, spoiler, but watch it, Tubi, All Through the House. Alrighty. So, moving along, we're going to talk about Secret Santa. This one's fun. There's like 5 of these movies. I had to look it up to double check. This one's from 2018, Secret Santa. This is about another dysfunctional family that gets together on Christmas. You can tell they don't really like each other. They all have different secrets. They all have all kinds of shit going on in their lives, and then there's a huge twist in the end. But they all start like going crazy. Like something happened to these people. Like what is going on? There's something in the water, or the sangria, or the punch. Climax reference. But yeah, something happened to these people and they all go crazy. It's funny. This is up there with the Red Christmas. I'd highly recommend watching Secret Santa because they did get some secrets in this. They get exposed. It's like a drama plus comedy and horror. It's crazy. I would highly recommend this. I really wish I could spoil this, but I think you should go in blind. Don't watch a trailer. And yeah, just get into it. This is really fun. Secret Santa. I hate that I missed this. They had a signed copy of this. Like the people who made this movie had like a whole indie thing, and they had like a signed, the whole thing was like autographs. I wish I got that version. But yeah, I tracked this down a few years ago. I think this came out in 2018, and I watch it every year. I haven't watched it this year yet. I don't know, I'm slipping. But yeah, this one was fun. I had a lot of fun with this. Crazy family. They all got secrets, and it all comes to a whole head at the end. And see who makes it or who doesn't. All right, and moving on to the next set of Christmas movies is Mother Krampus. We don't get a lot of female slashers, and it was really exciting to hear about them coming up with a Christmas-themed female slasher. So these are unrelated. They don't, this is called part 2, but it's nothing to do with part 1. This one's about a myth, a German myth about Mother Krampus coming to kill kids for the 12 days of Christmas. And this is about some girls, I guess the sorority girls, that go into this house, and this woman invites them in, and the woman crazy. She's a Mother Krampus, I guess. I don't even know. I think this was probably made as like a different type of movie, like a granny. I don't know, an old ass lady that's like crazy, and they just threw Mother Krampus 2 on the front of it because it's during the holidays. I don't know, but they're not unrelated, but they're from ITN distribution. They always have the little, I wish this was on Blu-ray. This looks so awkward having them next to each other. Collector problems. But yeah, Mother Krampus and Mother Krampus 2. I didn't really care for these that much, but they're kind of fun, only in the sense of it's finally cool to see like a female slasher for the holidays. So Mother Krampus 2, they're also both on Tubi. I got this one in a horror pack a few months ago. I'm sorry, a few weeks. Last year, Mother Krampus was in the horror pack, which is awesome. Also, that one's on the way. I got the shipping notice for that. So stay tuned for the newest horror pack. All right, next up, guys, speaking of female slashers, is Troy's film. He's on Instagram. His name is Troy Escamilla. I probably butchered his last name. Don't kill me. But yeah, he put out this movie called Mrs. Claus. It was originally called Stirring. I kind of like that name better, but when he got the distribution from Wild Eye Releasing, they changed the name to Mrs. Claus, I guess, for a whole distribution thing. And this one's fun. It has Brinky Stevens, iconic 80s horror final girl, or whatever you want to call her, scream queen. This one had some really cool kills, and it's like my favorite thing. We watch movies like whodunits, like, who the fuck is in this mask killing people? It's like a revenge thing. Years ago, there was like this girl who was going through a hazing during her sorority, and she ends up killing herself due to the bullying from the other classmates. And then years later, there's a new group in this place, and they're killing the sorority girls one by one. So during the holidays. So Mrs. Claus is the slasher, and it's really cool, has some cool kills, and then the twist is nuts. I didn't see it coming. I'm usually good at guessing these things. So I highly recommend this. He's really cool. He has a new movie coming out, hopefully soon. And I think he's supposed to be writing a sequel to this, which is awesome, and I'm super here for it. I love holiday horror and Mrs. Claus. We need more Mrs. Claus films. I wish I had this on Blu-ray. I missed his stirring Blu-ray release. If you have an extra one, hit me up, because I'll buy it. All right, closing out this week is something that is horrendous. Horrendous! Like, this movie's stupid as hell. But again, if you watch it with the group, because I watched it with the Overlook family, this is called Christmas with Cookie. Christmas with Cookie. Who the fuck is Cookie? When you watch it, you'll see this is the weirdest shit that I've ever seen. Weirdest shit. I don't recommend this movie, but I want you to watch it. Maybe just if you have a group of friends, you high, maybe if you know you're about that Herbalife, watch this movie. Like, it's crazy. You can be like, what the fuck is happening? It's almost like how I don't know. When I watched this, I was just like cringing. I was like, but it's fun. It's kind of stupid funny and weird. It has a lot of different stories. Christmas. It's under an hour. It's 55 minutes, 53 minutes. It's quick. Christmas with Cookie. I think this was gifted to me. Look at that. I don't know if you guys see, look at that craziness in the back of this. Things blowing up, weird alien looking things. But it all takes place on Christmas. And yeah, Christmas with Cookie. And it has a weird song. It has a rap. If y'all want to hear it, just watch this for the song. YouTube this. I'm sure it's on YouTube. I'm sure you can find this easily. Who wants this? But yeah, Christmas with Cookie. I wanted to close out with this because this is like kind of fun, I guess. And, you know, after talking about it and remembering, I need a drink. So we're going to cheers to this holiday season. Thank you guys for watching. We're almost at the end of the year, episode 22, Crazy. Happy holidays from the Overlook family and Terrell. Thank you guys so much, and we'll talk to you guys next week for the end of the year episode of Blu-ray Tuesday. All right, guys, bye.